Stop worrying about everything. Open yourself up to this moment of relaxation, and you can start by taking a deep breath. Simply concentrate on the volume of air that fits perfectly into your lungs, and then let it descend into your abdomen, which inflates like a balloon. Trap the air for 1, 2, 3 seconds and then release it. Empty your lungs, then deflate your abdomen, letting the air escape in a steady stream through your slightly open mouth. Perhaps you are ready to settle comfortably in a semi-sitting or sleeping position. You decide. Lying down is the most suitable and most comfortable position. Then take a deep breath again. Then at the exhalation, let the eyes close on their own. Enjoy that feeling of relaxation that calms you down. Just relax, let go, release the tension at each exhalation, as though the air you breathe takes with it small tensions from your body. You have nothing special to do, just to be aware of the comfort that this muscle relaxation brings, and it will remain so throughout the course of this session. Allow yourself the opportunity to feel free to feel the pleasure of releasing yourself completely, free from all thoughts, free to just be here and now during this session. Then you just let yourself slide towards a state of even deeper relaxation, gently at your pace. And with every new breath, you perceive the relaxation in your body grow. You notice the benefits of letting go without constraint, feeling safe. To also let go of this control and to feel free to return to a state of alertness if the situation so requires. As you breathe more slowly, more deeply, and more regularly, and your relaxation is still growing, while your deep inner self is in full possession of its faculties, and it is very attentive to my words, to this positive feeling, beneficial in such a way that it gives you this state of deep relaxation, and it fully perceives how this physical relaxation opens pathways to faster learning and the discovery of more effective solutions. This state favors access to your internal resources, and you feel good, as if you were in a bubble of security and comfort, a place so nice that you could almost fall asleep. Is it your secret hiding place, or an intimate space known only to you, where you can relax in peace? And with all the confidence, while the internal rhythm of your body experiences great tranquility. In this special place, you perceive the extent of your infinite internal resources, and everything you see, whatever you hear, whatever you feel, in this place is positive. And to better enjoy this feeling, I suggest that your unconscious creates a path to this state of well-being. I suggest it to choose an image, a word, a sound, a movement, or a posture, and to associate it strongly with this bubble of comfort and security that you have created. Think deeply about this path. Perfect. This image, this sound, this gesture, this sensation. I do not know it, but you do. You just need to remember it, to immediately find your place of inner peace. And this path will continue to grow each time that you listen to this session. And my voice continues to probe, this voice which could well be your inner voice, the voice of your deep spirit, your deep nature, the voice of your unconscious. And while you continue to relax and enter in a gentle idleness, I ask that your conscious mind resist its desire to slip away. Now that you have access to the state of your most precious resources, perceive how your mind wants to move towards the best solutions, towards the most effective choices, the fastest way to make your desires possible. Note how ready you are when it comes to doing things. To use these considerable resources you have. How to create new associations of thoughts, ideas, to open your vision to new solutions. As you finally release the tension from your muscles and without the interferences, your mind is more free, more flexible, more able to use its infinite resources for your immediate and future benefit. Maybe at another time, too many thoughts occupied you, hindered your perception of things, events, situations. These invasive thoughts imposed a sense of uncertainty. So in this moment, don't think of anything in particular, as if you were in the center of nowhere, comfortably disassociated from your environment. The mind in the center and the body just elsewhere in two distant spaces. In this state, you allow yourself to understand how your mind can easily implement a change, implement an idea, a project, and plan its implementation. Every day from today, and it may be a small change at first, which influences a part, then diffuses into each cell of your body. Exactly as you release a small muscle first, to extend this relaxation to all parts of your body, to feel a deep relaxation in each of your cells. It is possible that in the past, to meet a need, to adopt to a particular situation, you felt the need to adopt a small change necessary to make you feel comfort and security, or something else important at that time. And maybe it can be changed today, because this small change has brought you in a state of conflict between what you want now to guide your future and this change that was useful before. Between this promising future, centered on the expectation of good news, happiness, and surprise, which allows you to finally express all your spontaneity, and this always too pessimistic view of things, of events, and of situations in which uncertainty imposes on you. So as it had already helped you in the past, your unconscious can now adjust its best settings to alleviate these conflicts, these oppositions, these difficulties, these habits that sometimes imposes themselves too quickly, that sometimes overwhelms you. A clear path towards your objective to advance in life by being confident, relieved, and recovering the quality of your spontaneous impulses, which transform your old fears into curiosity. Have you noticed that when people think intensely about what they would like to get, or what they would like to become, or simply what they would like to do, when their thoughts are sincere and profound, then this change begins to happen in their lives. So while your conscious mind is wondering how to do this, how to maintain a good perception of risk, and at the same time open you to the desire to approach new situations, freed from the weight of unnecessary worries, to act better and anticipate. So you might right now want to let your deep part browse some memories. Just let it wander towards the past, perhaps looking for a moment, a situation, days, weeks, or months ago, or still further away. In that moment, during which you also had the feeling that if you focus your thinking on something in particular, this could be achieved. And indeed, it happened, as you had imagined, as if you also had the power to turn your thoughts into reality, to transpose what you had thought mentally into the reality. And now the more your deep mind walks, the more it travels the past, the more you find situations in which everything was done exactly as you thought. And you can remember your thought was staring at something with strength, with pleasure. And the more you thought about it, the more you naturally perceived what to do and how to make it happen. So it happened as you thought. Then you can remember a particular situation in which this occurred. Just let yourself lost in this feeling. Feel all there is in this memory when you have succeeded exactly as you had imagined, and look at all there is to see. Listen to all there is to hear. Feel all there is to perceive. Then enjoy a few moments of this pleasure, of this marvelous success. And I wonder how easily you could imagine doing this, as you have done so often, perhaps this time, at another time in the future. It can be in a week, a month, or a year. A harmonious future in which you feel enthusiastic, in a moving world open to new discoveries that are available to you and ready to explore them. A spirit freed from this form of perfectionism, which led to anxiety, the temptation to control everything in order to eliminate the perception of risk. You can decide, as you did it so often, so that tomorrow you can look back on this day. When today will be gone, it will be a day of the past. You will remember with great success, with a feeling that will come back to your memory unexpectedly. And then maybe you will forget it again, as you had forgotten about the other successes which are so useful to you today. And now I want you to come back to explore your childhood memories, because I know that there are stored some interesting experiences which you have used in many occasions. When you acted as if everything was fine and the problem was dissipating, as if you didn't even get hurt, and the pain faded, as if you knew what to do to get results. First you had to simulate, so that your body and your head perceived things as if they really existed. Then the path would be lit, and you only had to follow it, and then you didn't even need to pretend. Then you can take a moment to do it now, to think as if you had reached your goal. So now that you have reached your goal, of a freed mind from this hypervigilance. Now turning to new opportunities, because you know that a reasoned action is more effective than an expectation. I suggest you to look around. What do you see? Is it brighter, warmer, more harmonious? Listen to the sounds. What do you hear? They are more melodious, more cheerful. Feel the atmosphere as if everything corresponds to what you imagine, to how you move, how you think, how you better imagine all the solutions. While you are in this position, your breath is appeased. You are perfectly comfortable with yourself. You feel confident because you have found precious treasures, treasures you no longer thought of. And I wonder if by knowing this, you feel in a hurry, impatiently waiting to use this knowledge, to regain the habit of advancing easily in the best direction, because you know you can do it again. As you now take pleasure in being positive, to take advantage of the present moment, to rediscover life in all its aspects, to realize what you do not yet know very well. But this stirs you to curiosity, and you can feel proud. Review in your mind this knowledge you have just acquired, how essential, how pleasant it is. And now feel reassured that when you become aware of the many treasures you possess, and that you will be able to activate, as you have chosen to do at this time, your body rests, and that it is enough for you to take with you these words which you have just heard, just the words that seem interesting to you. They will become a part of you, imprinted firmly in your memory, permanently. And you can just remember to forget anything that has to do with the conscious level, as you simply forget to remember what is in the unconscious. And whenever you like, when you think that you have done all that you had to do, put in your best effort, found the best ideas you have and how to implement them, when you will feel the deep feelings that something good and important has come true, you will be able to begin the process and complete it here and now. But in the meantime, take the time to enjoy all these good feelings, this good moment. You will only have to mentally count down from 5 to 1, and at 1 you will be back in the present, in shape, full of positive energies, because you know that the processes you have put in place will continue today, tomorrow, and in the following days.